Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Forget you're doing fantastic, that you're having a phenomenal evening. To a video of the day, that's why I'm wearing the same t-shirt, the same hat. Who am I kidding? I'll be fucking wearing the same thing for mine. Uh, you guys are doing well. Welcome to season 1, episode 17 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know how to say it. I don't know the pronunciation. Very happy to be talking about this one because this was fucking nuts, bro. This was fucking chef kisses. You know when you go to a restaurant and you know the food's gonna be good, but it's better than you expect, and you're like, holy shit, that was orgasmic. Well, this episode was orgasmic. Am I gonna get demonetized? I'm not even monetized, bruh. Who gives a shit? I got so it's kind of cool because yes, it's a fight. It's amazing. there's there's moments in anime, for example, there's this whole event going on. There's this whole fighting with other people going on. But during the fight, we get taken aside. It's like with another universe. We got Todo teaching Yuji, and then you realize that Yuji and Todo alone are good enough. And it does seem like Todo, he doesn't want to hurt. I don't know. I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to believe that Todo doesn't want to hurt Yuji, or there's a part of me that says, okay, Yuji has potential. He knows he has potential. He wants to fight a stronger version of him. Todo, he seemed like a goofball, but he's actually really smart. He has a really good understanding of curse energy. So we got the another fight. Yuji gets better. Todo's a monster. No matter how Yuji gets stronger, right? Uh, Todo is absolutely a beast. Yuji is actually pretty quick. It's like Todo's he's gonna be explaining how the curse energy is fueled by negative emotion, right? And he's like talking about how we feel it from the guts. You have your whole body has to feel the curse energy, and you can kind of see him like having this aura. And I wrote down, and it looks like a dragon ball because it does look like a dragon ball. I'm sorry if it doesn't. I don't give a shit. Got Yuji doing the same thing, so it's kind of cool. It's really cool that we get to see this. And Todo again is a genius because he's fighting Yuji. Is like, yo, you have good technique, but that won't work against somebody who's smart. And the high grade curse are smart. They're talented. Like so far we only fought like ghetto like minions, and ghetto minions are like weak as fuck. So it doesn't really count per se. To look like a DBZ for a second, not good enough. Flow energy, really cool bromance. There's a really cool bromance moment where Todo is teaching Yuji and Yuji is learning, and there's a moment where you can kind of share a trust, and it does seem like one-sided. It does seem like it's more about Todo caring about Yuji, but I do believe that Yuji's like, nah, this is my boy. I care about this guy, right? And it makes sense because Todo is actually hooking him up big time. We got the flow of energy, really cool bromance moment, becomes Super Saiyan, really cool bond. More of Solo imagination, he's imagining Yuji and him being best friend, and again continuing, and it's just cool because although it does sound weird, there's a really cool bond, and I want to see more of it. The problem I'm gonna have is actually Todo's gonna leave, and I'm not sure how they're gonna put that right. We got Naname questioned the witch. Why is Yuji the target? And then Naname, she hates Mei. She's like, nah, I'm not even gonna protect Yuji. I just wanna kill her. And Panda, is like, yo, she's crazy. But they're actually asking why they're against Yuji, and she tells him the truth. She tells her the truth. She's like, well, Yuji, we don't know if we can trust him, and if it's better to stop him now that he's weak than when he's too strong to be stopped, right? We got a it's kind of cool because this is more about the panda versus the machine. So it's cool because they're both cursed puppets. So if you're familiar with Kankuro, if you're familiar with Sasori from Naruto, you're familiar with what I'm saying. The machine, right, is controlled by a person. The panda is controlled by a panda. So it's kind of cool to see the difference. They're two puppets though, and it's kind of cool because again we're getting flashback of the principal using puppets. So it's like, okay, well, they're a big part, but the puppet was the same thing. It was the same concept, right? We got the it's kind of cool because when you take a look at the panda, I think in my mind, the panda represent nature and the machine represent technology. So got nature versus technology, which is again a everlasting battle that I love. I love this. It's lovely. It's lovely. We got the scare. S- Super. Okay, which versus anime, which promote yeah, the witch is like, oh, we have to promote, we're two women, we should help each other. So it's kind of cool that we're saying that there's a possibility that men have it. I don't really think about that, but I mean, it's kind of equality. If she feels the need to promote women in power and sorcery, it might be because there's an unbalance. It's kind of politics, so we don't really know. But hey, she talked about it, so shout out to the witch for saying we should help each other. We're women, right? I thought it was kind of cool, right? They are super similar, super cool. The machine, the trick with the machine is kind of cool because it comes out with a beam, it comes out with a laser, with a drill. It's a machine, you don't know what they're gonna have. With the panda, it's brute strength. You know what you're gonna get into. But with the machine, you don't know. The machine decided to attack an enemy with an ultra beam, and then Panda, he takes a hit, and we think he's done, but that's when he's transforming into a second form, right? And it sucks because this squad missed a lot of info. Like, they didn't know the machine was gonna be that strong, and the machine seemed to know the Panda was gonna be strong. So it's kind of sucky, right? And it's kind of cool because Panda and Life. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I wrote that. I'm really inspired by Dragon Ball lately. Um, Panda is like, what grade are you? And then the machine told him the grade. And then Panda's like, okay, yeah, I know the strengths. But then you rely on your scooter too much like Vegeta, which basically means that you're gonna be wrong. You're trusting too much the grade. Don't trust the grade. Feel the battle. Do like Todo and Yuji. Todo and Yuji are better fight than Panda and Machine, admittedly. Um, so we have this. Panda same technique as Todo, right? Puppets were introduced with principle explain puppets versus biggest puppet core. Puppet core is a weakness. So for example, the panda has core. If you can hit the core, he's fucked. But the machine is controlled by a human. If you can find a human and destroy him, then the machine will die too. And the human must be weaker than the machine. It's kind of cool because we got a super young panda being cared for by the principal. So we get a flashback and it's adorable. We learn that the panda could talk at a very early age, which is also cool because it doesn't. I don't need to know why he's talking. He's talking and that's fine. Right? I don't need to know he's a curse. He's not a fucking normal panda. In case you didn't notice. But Machine does. Machine Terrible Life. Talking about how it's multiple empathy. The moon is enough to burn its skin. It's super strong though. It's jealous of Panda because his life is easy. And you do feel like he's resenting Panda. Right? And Panda doesn't resent him, which is kind of cool because you play a role later on. Okay, I got to baby panda can talk. So you talk about the sibling and he has sibling inside of him. So basically, it's kind of cool. It's really modes. So we know the brother is gorilla. We don't know the sister. What's her form? Basically, he has normal panda. He has gorilla, which is stronger, and you got panda, which is balance between speed and strength. Gorilla's a bit too slow to fight. You got a pimple over here. Then I made Panda Block, explain chief form, Gorilla Standard. Yeah, Gorilla Strength, Panda Super Smart. Again, hand-to-hand combat. The machine is that part where he's using a tile to distract the panda. That was really cool because that's fighting dirty. And sometimes you need to fight dirty, but at the end, the panda is just too strong. There's even a time where the machine hits its core, but the panda lied and said, "Yo, I only had 2 core, but he had 3." So that I thought it was kind of cool because Panda is a good person, but he knew not to trust an enemy, right? And then the Panda, there's a really cool moment where the Panda is like, "Yo, we're not so different. We're both puppets." And the machine's like, "Yo, you don't hate me," and Panda's like, "Nah, I never hated you. I know you hated me, but I never hated you." And they form this bond. And they're 2 puppets, so it makes sense that they have this bond. It's kind of cool. It does remind us of the Todo and Yuji bond, so. It's really cool, and we see the aspiration of the machine to be strong enough to join the Tokyo squad. So yeah, so that was a really good episode. As always, I love you guys. Take it easy. I'm sorry, I'm closing it. It's just I don't know. I'm not good at outro. I'm good at intro. Outro I suck. Look at my streams. Outro sucks. Oh, I love you guys. Peace.